Hello friends, thank you for watching this video. In this session, we are going to discuss about Google Cloud Platform's introduction. Apart from the introduction, I am going to tell you how to prepare for the Google Cloud study and interview. If you are new to our channel, kindly subscribe for getting daily basis video on cloud computing and DevOps. Thank you. Let's move on to the video.
Why we need to learn Google Cloud and what are the major topics are there in Google Cloud and real project use cases I'm going to explain. Okay, this is what the action plan for today's session. You all know in the 30 minutes we can cover up to this much. Okay, if you wanted to attend much more thing, right, you need to attend complete the 30 hours of training, then only you can learn the complete go about Google Cloud. Okay, whatever is possible to cover in the 30 minutes, right, I'll give all the detail and contents to you. Okay, fine guys. All right. So now, in with respect to this batch, right, which we are going to take it as a two members. One is myself, another one is Venkatesh. He is my colleague. He is also having 10 years of experience with cloud computing. Apart from that, we both, right, are around 8 years. Apart from the professional experience, past 8 years we are taking care into this training portions, everything. All right. Fine, guys. So now we will talk about cloud computing, the topic of today. So generally, cloud computing, before starting into AWS or Azure or GCP, we must be familiar with the cloud computing. Okay, according to my understanding, because before starting the session, many of them used to ping me, what about cloud, what is GCP, whether it is value to study, what is the scope available in the market. Many people ask these kind of questions only. So generally, see, cloud computing is the technology, one of the grooming technology I can tell. Okay, the people, those whoever know cloud computing or whoever studying cloud computing, whoever going to shift their career from other technology to cloud computing, definitely they will have a very good job security and very good growth in their career, I can tell you. Okay, because cloud computing is nothing in our normal data center. On premises we are having data center, right? Same thing available as virtually. We are accessing our virtual data center. That is something calling it as a cloud computing. Okay, these particular cloud service, right, will be provided by multiple vendors, service provider, we can tell. One service provider is Amazon Web Service. Most of you guys familiar with that. Second one, this Google Cloud. Third one, Microsoft Azure. Okay, so these are the service provider. Okay, the many other cloud providers are there, but they are not that much peak in the market currently. These three people are very much important, and many of them using these three cloud platforms, that I can confirm you. And when compare among all these people, right, senior guy in this cloud service provider itself, Amazon is a senior guy. Okay, fine. We'll start talk about Google Cloud Platform. Okay, Google Cloud Platform has been initially started with a small cloud service, but now, right, in current scenario, so it gained around 20% to 25% of people all over in the world. Okay, we know all Google actually they are not belongs to cloud. Actually they have belongs to search engine, something that kind of thing. But still they are into cloud. And by that way itself you need to understand. See, earlier AWS is the person who introduced. Okay, after that Microsoft is a Google, and two companies, there are two very big companies in this world. There are two big companies are there. One is Microsoft, another one is Google. So they have analyzed the market about the future, what technology is going to be very much famous in the market. So of course, since they are very big company, they have a very good analyzers in the market. They will predict the future things, everything. Based on that only, what Microsoft, Azure, and Google decided to start their own cloud platform. Okay, so which resulted as a Microsoft Azure from the Microsoft and the Google Cloud Platform from Google. Okay, so by this itself you can confirm, because these two major companies are nowadays into cloud, and they are giving more marketing into their cloud, because the complete future, right, it's going to be everything is going to be cloud. So you may be in the project where they are currently using on-premises data center, they are maintaining everything their own, but future definitely it will change. Okay, that is one thing you need to be clear. And we have a very good job opportunity with Google Cloud, guys. Honestly telling, based on my experience, based on my colleagues, my friends are working in other companies, you can see AWS, and many people knows Azure, but there are limited people only knows about GCP. Okay, and even you can go ahead, you can check it in the YouTubes, or many of them used to have the training content for Microsoft Azure and AWS. There will be limited content for GCP. And another thing, many of them used to take AWS training in the social media and all. If you go and check, many of them used to take AWS training, many of them used to take DevOps trainings, many of them used to take Azure training, but there will be a limited number of people used to take GCP training, Google Cloud training. As far as my understanding and based on my exposure, I'm telling, even we have a Google Cloud project. Always there is a opening will be there in the Google project, because there are huge openings are there, but limited number of engineers who knows cloud, Google Cloud. You can see many people who having knowledge with AWS and many people who having knowledge with Azure, but there are limited number of you can check it in your friend circle. You can check it in your friend circle. You can comparatively you can gain a more people than AWS and Azure than GCP. Will be very less number will be there in the GCP. But job opportunities, that is what it's more. Okay, the job demand is available with the GCP. That is the main reason we supposed to learn all these GCP related things in current generation. That is very important. Okay, so in this training we have designed in such a way. Okay, in this training we have designed in such a way, along with the content, we are planning to give some real based project experience to you all. How does it possible? I can answer you. Okay. I can answer you the thing which is the company, whatever you are going for attending interview. Consider you are going for any companies for attending an interview. So nowadays the interview trend got changed, guys. It's not like a earlier one. Now the interview trend got changed. Okay. So earlier when you go for attending interview, they will be asking you direct question. What is the difference between that and this? Can you please elaborate the steps involving in order to do this activity? Or they will be asking you what is your opinion about this. These kind of questions they used to ask. Okay, but in current generation, whenever you go for attending interview, right, they are asking you scenario basis questions. I don't know how many of you recently attended the interview. So they will be asking about the scenario based questions, guys. What does mean by scenario basis questions? So they will be giving some project requirement or use cases to you. They are expecting whether you are able to understand the use case or not. From that use case, right, they will be asking you a question to you. That is what the current trend and current strategies are going on in this as of now in the market. Okay, so in order to gain that particular knowledge, okay, simply if you learn any content, already GCP and Google Cloud related contents are already very minimal in YouTube and Udemy. But especially general scenario, whatever based on my experience, when you learn any content or any course with YouTube or Udemy, right, they will straight away explain the concepts. What is meant by concepts? If you take Google Cloud again, they will teach you how to create instance. They will teach you how to create VM. They will teach you how to create a volume. They will teach you how to create a network VPC. They will tell you how the S3 is working. They will purely into concepts, guys. They will never ever expose any information about the project. Okay, if you are not believing, go ahead and watch any one of this free YouTube or Udemy channels, or many people are taking trainings. General concept, whatever, not only AWS or cloud, I'm telling. Generally, if you go to YouTube and Udemy, they will purely into concept. So with that knowledge, assume that you are going for attending interview. With that knowledge, assume that you are going for attending interview. Definitely you would not be able to clear the interview, because the interviewer will be clearly identify this is the person he studied somewhere in YouTube or Udemy is directly came to attend the interview. He will easily recognize you. He is not a person who is working in the real project. To replace that particular thing, even I told you, right, in my project around 25 members are reporting to me. So they used to when they are joining into my company, they used to study the training like AWS or Azure or GCP in the other places like Udemy or YouTube, or many other people also taking trainings, right? They used to study, but when they are completing the course, I'll be giving them I'll be giving them some task in my project. Okay, I'll ask them to do maybe my client requirement, or maybe any of my real use case or ticket, whatever is it. Of course, they won't be able to do it because they are purely into concepts. If I ask him to install something, he can install it, but of course he will not have any project knowledge, he will not have any troubleshooting skill and all. Okay, that is what happening when you are learning any content from the YouTube and Udemy. This is a general concept, even like a famous concept like AWS and Azure something. But if you're taking GCP, already there is a limited contents are available with GCP and very little for GCP. And in YouTube, Udemy and all, they are purely into basics and first level. They will not explain anything detailedly about the project oriented. So in order to replace this kind of bad behavior, what I planned, I created a separate document, guys. I'll show you. There is something called GCP real-time project-based training. I have designed the course in such a way. This GCP real-time project-based training. What's special in that? Okay, what special in that, and how my particular organization, when you are working in real project, whatever the activity will receive. Something I can tell you. Consider me, I'm a person who working in the GCP project. Daily basis, what is our day-to-day operation? 9 o'clock we'll go to office, 6 o'clock we'll leave office. What we are doing in between? Of course, we will be getting multiple tickets from our client. My client used to give new requirement. My project has some advanced automation, or we'll have to do some task, or they will be assigning some task. We'll have to give solution to the task. Okay, this kind of activity only we used to do in the daily basis. So in this training syllabus, right, I have designed in such a way. So if you practice all these things, right, you will gain a exposure, minimum 2 to 3 years of exposure. You can mention it in your resume. Even though you are not part of Google Cloud project, you are working, you may be working in different technology, or you are completely fresher to cloud, whatever it may be, you can minimum showcase 2 to 3 years of work experience with GCP. Because in this 30 hours of training, I told you, right, in this 30 hours of training, we are purely into project oriented. The real project exposure we will give, from the basics to advanced, guys, from the core concept to advanced. So whoever new to GCP or whoever new to Google Cloud, no need to worry. Whatever the current knowledge you have, right, with that you can enroll it. There is no need of any pre-requirements, nothing like that. So I'll tell you, this is what the real project we are doing, guys. This is what the real use cases we will be getting in our real project. I'm going to explain that. See, if you can ask me in the section 1, see, there is some recent request from our client. They wanted to set various account for their production, which should be according to GCP Cloud. Okay, so it should be divided as a various GCP Cloud project in the GCP account, such as production, sandbox, dev, and UAT. There is a first level. Okay, there is a first level when any person thinking to come cloud. Okay, think about it. There is a person who thinking to jump into cloud. Already they are familiarized with on-premises, all the stuff they are having, but they are planning to jump into cloud. For the very first time, they will not be, they will not have any clue. They will not have any idea like where to start, how to create cloud account, and how we are categorizing the account in the real project. No idea. Completely, they will be blank. In that case, the cloud architect, like us, you and me, okay, if you are working in GCP project, we will be getting the requirement like that only. We need to design the environment. Okay, we need to create a Google Cloud free tier account, and over there we can set up something like a production account, sandbox account, development account, UAT account. Like that, we need to categorize it. Production account, something the critical one, whatever the resources which is live setup of our client, we can tell. Okay, live setup of our client, we can tell, that should be available in the production. We should not disturb production. That is our client phase. Okay. After that, we have something called sandbox. Okay, sandbox is the testing environment before pre-production, I can tell you. So before applying anything into my production, we will be doing all the testing and all these cases in the sandbox environment. That is what here I am highlighting. The third one, something like development. So when we got any activity or when we got any requirement from our client, right, we used to update those things in the dev environment. And finally, we will get UAT. UAT also, again, it's something like a pre-production only. Okay. So like that, we need to categorize as a different projects, guys. Okay, GCP is Google Cloud Platform is giving you option to keep multiple projects. Okay, one project for production. Project mean technical term. Don't think about, don't misunderstood. Like in our companies, we are getting project. Right? It's not like that. For a single client, according to AWS naming convention, there is something called projects. So production is one project in AWS account we will specify. sandbox as one project, development as one project, UAT as one project. So in the production project, the resource whichever belongs to production, that one things will be there. And sandbox, whatever the resource belongs to sandbox, right, that resources only will be there. We are dividing, okay, single infrastructure, we are dividing according to our convenience. Okay, that information we will study in the GCP projects part. Okay, so this is how we will, in this case, we will help you to set up. In this case, we will help you to set up lab environment. We will help you to create a free tier account that is valid for 1 year, and setting up a different project. That and all you will study in the section 1. Okay. After, once we are completing, right, we will go to section 2. See, one of my client, they plan to move their on-premises into GCP cloud. Okay, they have created a account and all. In GCP, they have created account and all. But in the GCP account, right, they are planning, now only they are planning to come from on-premises. So the client already having around 100 plus users are there. Okay, 200 plus database servers are there, and many testing servers are there. Those servers will be available on the cloud network based on the architecture diagram. Okay, a cloud architect will be providing the architecture diagram. Based on that, we'll have an architecture diagram. Now we need to set an cloud admin to monitor all the manage those cloud resources such as web SQL, storage account, virtual network, so that we have a cloud admin based on their role. We need to provide their access. IAM is something like identity and access management. When you are coming into any cloud-based project, right, in the IAM only, we used to provide a user account to the people. Something, see, here around 50 members are attending session right now. Consider about it, all 50 members are working in the same project. In our GCP project, each and every person will be getting their own login credential. That is something called user account. That user account is supposed to be created under the IAM section, guys. That user account, it's supposed to be created under IAM account. Okay, so these kind of tasks only, guys. So here, whatever you can see during my CAP call, I have confirmed with the SDM manager. Okay, so how many of you know CAP call? CAP call something like change advisory board, and a SDM manager something like a service delivery manager. Okay, so that is the below requirement to have the team leader group to manage all the team members. So in IAM, we need to set up. So here completely I'm taking some GCP project. I'm trying to give you an overall experience about the project. This is what the action plan. And you can see in the section, next section, there is something called compute engine. Okay, my client name, Myntra, needs to testing environment to test all their new website and upload updated website. Okay, they are asking for the testing environment. In the testing environment, we have to do it. So see in the section 2, complete compute engine, and after that we have a cloud storage. Okay, after that networking related. Network control, we'll go deep dive. Okay, see one of our client, they wanted to launch their website publicly with the database server at the backend. Establish the network connectivity between web server and database server. So like that only we will receive the requirement, guys. Like that only we will receive the requirement. So if you go for a load balancer, right, which is there in the section 5, we'll have a private load balancer and we'll have a public load balancer, and concepts we will discuss. After that, we'll have an auto scaling group in section 6. Auto scaling, something like automatic redundancy to my servers or service. So it will be like scaling group. It will maintain my high availability of my service, whatever I'm having with the GCP cloud platform. Okay, if I'm running with any critical application, if I'm running with any critical packages or services, right, I'll make sure in GCP cloud I can set up an automatic high availability through scaling group. Okay, this thing we'll discuss in section 7. We'll discuss about cloud DNS. Everything is use case based, guys. By practicing this use case, right, I can confirm you before completing the session, you must be familiar with minimum 30 to 35 use cases, guys. In the session itself, we are taking every use cases. We will tell you the concepts. After that, we'll give you the real project cases. We'll explain. That is what the action is batch actually. Okay. And addition to that, you guys will learn clear knowledge from the basics to advanced. So by learning these kind of real use cases, right, you will not forget any concept. Even though if you go for attending interview, if they are asking any scenario basis questions, already you have practiced 35 use cases in the session itself. Okay. Addition to that, you will get some use cases as a task that you guys have to practice. It will help you to complete that task. So by doing that, before completing this session, you must be familiar with the 40 to 50 use cases, guys. That is more than enough in terms of attending the interview and doing all this stuff. And this GCP training, right, this has been completely designed based on the Google Cloud Architect based syllabus. Okay, Cloud Architect. This is not for the developer or associate, nothing professional, nothing like that. It's a Cloud Architect. We are planning to make multiple Cloud Architect on Google Cloud. That is what our intention. Again, if you go section 8, right, we will have a Cloud SQL, and we will have a Kubernetes engine. Okay. After that, we have a app engines are available. That is in section 10, and G Cloud CLI. That is the important concept. Okay. Command line interface. After that, we have a section 11 cloud monitoring. Okay, like that, we have many use cases and many requirements are there, guys. Okay, this is what I planning to have in this 30 hours to 35 hours of training. This is what the action plan from tomorrow. Directly from tomorrow, I'll show you how to create free tier account, how we are managing multiple projects like production, sandbox. From that way, I'll start. I'll give the cloud, and of course, tomorrow will be the cloud introduction session, because many of them not even know what is cloud, right? For them, we will be giving what is cloud computing, what are the components are there in the cloud computing, what is private cloud, what is public cloud. We will give the idea about it. After that, we'll jump into the use cases from next day onwards. Okay, this is what the idea behind. Okay, so this is what I'm telling, which you will not get these kind of content. At least already the GCP contents are very limited in the market. But even if you go the other normal contents, they will give you only concept based training. Here, real project with scenario based training you will get. That is the advantage and the agenda. Okay, guys. All right. Now I'll tell you, this is about the real projects and everything, guys. So I think now I'll tell you the timing and details and all. Yeah, already we have started today the 7 to 8 in the same timing. I told you in the day one, I don't want to make you guys overload. From tomorrow onwards, reserve your time. There will be 1 hour training. There won't be any saying sharp 7 o'clock we'll start, 8 o'clock something like we'll complete the session. Similar way, weekly 5 days we will have session, guys. Weekly 5 days we will have a session, and most probably I can tell you something Saturday and Sunday you will be having a leave or off, something like that. By every week 5 days you need to spend minimum. Okay, Saturday Sunday maximum will give you a leave. So which is starting from tomorrow, guys. So I am telling already, Harry, we started now. Why we are specially announcing for tomorrow? See, I told you already around 50 session right now. I cannot include all these 50 members into my training. Why? Because the reason why we are not able to include, because I kept mute everyone. This will not, this should not happen right from the tomorrow session onwards. So what I will do, out of this 50 members, I'll purely concentrate for any 5 genuinely interested candidates. Okay, any 5 genuinely interested candidates, so that what they can do, they can enroll into this training. Okay, they can enroll into this training, they can get benefited. So I'll be creating separate WhatsApp group for the people. Okay, I'll be creating separate WhatsApp group for the people. So I'll be adding you over in the WhatsApp group, right? It will be interactive group. It's not a group what you have been in there already. Over there, admin only can send a message. But the new group what I'm going to create, right? That is for GCP with the day. So for the GCP, I'll create a group. Over there, I'll be making sure everyone can send in and interact it. Daily basis, we will post the meeting link. Everything we will send it out. Okay, that is what the action plan about. So batch timing will be the same, whatever you are seeing in the screen. Okay, something like 8 to 9 p.m. You guys can all these stuff. Now I'll be telling you each and every session will be recorded, guys. Okay, session will be live. Don't think like we are going to provide a recorded session. Nothing like that. We will be giving you live training will be recorded, and you will be getting lifetime access for the recordings. Why we are recording after 6 months or after 1 year? If you are want to recollect your knowledge, recollect whatever you studied, that time you can make use of the recording. So currently how I am making the live training, similar way only. All these 30 hours will be live training. So you can ask your questions whatever you have. Of course, we can make interactive training. Okay. So whoever is available on 7 to 8, they can be enrolled into it. Now I'll tell you what is the fee structure and all. And before telling the fee structure, I'll tell you one information clearly. Here around 50 members are attending the demo. I cannot take all 50 members. I'll take genuine 5 members, whoever enrolling first 5 members. Okay. And one more beautiful thing, we are planning to give resume preparation and interview guidelines, and a mock interview we will conduct, all the GCP related documents, all the study material, the complete package you will get. You need not to go and refer somewhere for the additional component. Complete information you will get it here. There won't be anything missing at all. Okay. Fine, guys. So what happened about fee structure? I need to tell you one small story, very small story before telling the fee structure. What happened few days back, I was conducting a demo like this. Okay. I was conducting the demo. On that case, right, one person asked me, I gave my contact number. He called and asked me, sir, I can understand you are providing complete interview detail, documentation, study material, A to Z, scenario basis training in GCP. It's very, he said, But the fees amount, whatever I said, right, is it's not affordable to everyone. It's very expensive. So will you be able to provide any discount? That time only I came to know to reduce the. That time I was focusing only on 3 people in my batch. Okay, what I planned, we can reduce the fee structure. Will include 2 or 3 members in the batch. Anyway, it will be everyone get benefited, right? Okay, everyone will be getting benefited, right? That case we are planning to go with 5 or 6 member in a batch. It will not be more than that. So by the way, everyone can pay very less amount. That is what I mentioned here as a 75% of discount. Okay, fine guys. I'll tell you what is the fees amount. So you can see actual fees amount for the outside, right? The people are taking, even our side we are charging for 14,000, but this complete GCP course training, right? The complete course fees will be 4,999. Okay, there won't be any more hidden charges and all. The complete course will be 4,999. And one more thing, you don't want to pay the full amount in the day one itself. You can enroll the course by paying simply 500 rupees. Okay, you can enroll the course by paying simply. After attending couple of sessions, you can analyze the quality of training. You can analyze the project, whatever we are showing. Then you can pay for remaining amount. And one more thing, the amount, the 500 rupees, right? Many of them asking where to pay. Google Pay, Phone Pay, debit card, all the possible method. No, you can do it. Now, the people, those whoever wanted to enroll, right? Whoever wanted to be in the new WhatsApp group, whoever genuinely wanted to study GCP content, kindly drop your name and contact number in the GoToMeeting chat window so that I'll collect your number. I'll give you a call back after this.